Today, I am printing a favor for my neighbor. Hey hackers, I'm Ron. I've been hacking things my whole life. My neighbor came over and it's getting around Thanksgiving time and she's got this little side table. And she said, could it be, instead of 28 inches, do you think, because I can't put my drink on it, do you think it could be 20 inches? So I hacked off with my grinder each of the top pieces. My neighbor's very sweet, by the way, so I'm doing this favor and I want to talk to you about that. I want this video to be a discussion about whether or not you 3D print for free and why. Okay, so I went into Fusion and whipped up this little connector. I first cut it with a laser cutter to test the size to make sure that it goes over the actual pole, and in fact it did. So I love my laser cutter because it's a lot faster than 3D printing, but my laser cutter doesn't do that third dimension. You gotta do 2.5 if you were to glue it. So I went ahead and whipped up this little connector and I printed 4 of them, and I'm gonna assemble it here now as we talk about whether or not there's value with 3D printing for free. So I'm kind of wondering whether or not I should have used my drill, so let me get my drill. If I had this over to do again, would I do the 3D printing? I think that I would. But what I want to discuss with you is, what is the value in creating, doing favors for people? So my personal thought is that if I haven't 3D, because I do metal cutting and other stuff, and I got my day job and everything else, if I have not 3D printed something in a while, I will do it just to keep pop Fusion back open. And I have to be very careful, because if these don't line up, then I gotta go loosen them up or something. So if I don't keep my skills going with Fusion, then I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose them. So now I had one more. Did I pull it there? Pull it off the printer. So that's kind of a selfish way. The other thing is, she's my neighbor and they're really nice to me, and I kind of have a little hoarding problem in my backyard. So maybe they won't look over at that massive amount of 2x4s that are in my backyard. You know what I'm talking about? Because also, if I'm running around doing my shenanigans with my go-kart and everything else, maybe they just kind of have some warm fuzzies in terms of what exactly who I am. So there is a relationship thing to it, you know, doing favors for people. But another thing is I'm reading this book called Flow, and honestly, I really enjoy Fusion. I really enjoy making things in 3D. So this was, even though it's a tiny little table, it was actually kind of involved. I would have probably known this. I would have taken my grinder and done my grinder, or get a chisel. I actually don't own a chisel. Alright, so tighten them all the way. So if you 3D print things for free, I'd like to know why. Do you do it for the experience? Do you do it for the relationship? Why do you do it? Are you too busy that maybe you don't? Maybe you're running a full 3D printing business and you don't even have to. But is it an opportunity to kind of let people know what you do? Good about what you're doing. Are you feeling like you're getting more experience? You're letting people know? So that's what's really important. So I'd have to say that was probably the number one thing that I think I 3D print for free, is just for the relationship and for the relationship, and also to keep my, if you've ever read Stephen Covey, about the 7 habits of highly effective people, he talks about sharpening the saw. And that sharpening the saw is kind of where I'm at. If you have not done a 3D print in a while, then I think you should do one for free. That's it, people. Well, maybe I'm gonna go deliver this.
Feel alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-4 weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left at. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit.